Hi, we are Clay and Susan Griffith, and we are here to talk about writing. We are writers. We have written the Vampire Empire trilogy. This is the first book called The Grey Friar. What we're going to talk about today are the 5 questions that you need to answer as a writer.
And if you can answer these questions about your story, we think you will have a great story at your disposal. The first one is, who is your hero? Second one is, what is your hero trying to accomplish? Who is trying to stop your hero? Who is, what will happen if your hero fails? And then there's a fifth one, why now?
First question, who's your hero? We want to use an example that probably everyone knows, which is Star Wars. Not a big book, but a big movie, so everyone understands the example. Who's your hero? In this case, obviously Luke Skywalker is your hero. What do you want to do with him? You want to make him sympathetic. You want that audience and that readership to come with him. You want to make him suffer misfortune, be sort of an everyman that people can identify with. Have him be pleasant and nice quite often. Although that's not a requisite. So that you have to have a strong hero. When you're telling any story, you've got to have that hero that's going to take you on that journey.
The next one is, what is your hero trying to accomplish? It's what's his motivations. For Luke, he is trying to save the galaxy. There's usually 3. With Star Wars, there was the emotional goal, the spiritual goal, and the
physical goal.
The physical goal. The physical goal is, of course, blow up the Death Star. The emotional goal is save the princess, and the spiritual goal is to become a Jedi. And those are the important ones.
And he accomplishes them all at one time, which is always great for drama. If he can do one thing, shoot a bullet down the exhaust pipe of the Death Star, and he blows it up, all 3 goals, boom, done. Get him a medal, you're out of there. Question 3, who's trying to stop him? Villain. You want a villain of some kind in your book. Doesn't necessarily have to be a person, although that's always good. It can be a man-eating shark. It can be a hurricane. It can be a volcano. Just something that is going to stand in the way of your hero, that is completely antithetical to what your hero is trying to accomplish, who also has a story and a reason and a motivation and is sympathetic in their own way too. That's important.
The next one is, what happens if he fails? For Luke, he's going to lose the galaxy to the Empire. It's very important. It can be less dramatic than that. It can be loneliness. It can be anything, but it basically has to resonate with that character.
Now, the last question, which is the 5th question David Mamet posed later than these first 4, is why now? Why are you telling the story right now? What he means is get to the heart of the story as soon as you can. Get to the most dramatic point. You want your reader to jump into that book and go, holy cow, I've got to keep reading. So don't wander into the drama. Start right at the drama and get to the end. And then if you can answer all 4 of those questions about your book, we think you have a good story, and we think you might can sell it. So thank you.
And get writing.